Hi everybody. Welcome to my channel igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sifunde incwadi ezibhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese sizalana sizokhuluma ngazo lezi zinto esuke sifundile, sizixoxela laba phela abanqina ukufunda nalabo abangenaso isikhathi sokuthi bayifunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuke ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sizokhuluma ngawo phela ama-reality shows, senzela laba abangalithola ithuba lokuthi bawabuke nalaba phela-ke nje abasuke befuna ukukhipha leso sifutho esiba khona mawukade uyibukile phela i-shows. Siyaphinda sibe nama-discussions ethu la kuma-comment section, sizwe uvo lwakho nawe as a viewer, bese siphinda futhi mengabe sifile ukuthi khona esingakudiscussa la kwi-video sokukade ukushilo kuma-comment section, siyaphinda senze kanjalo. Namhlanje ngifuna ukukhuluma ngentandokazi. Baye bathi abantu kuma-comment sections ami uMaCele intandokazi yami, kanti kahle abazi ukuthi intandokazi yami uMangwabe, and I have reasons why ngithanda uMangwabe. But I do not hate uMaCele, guys. I think masibuka lama shows, like I've said before, we have to remember ukuthi this is a reality show. It's more of a show than it is a reality. A lot of planning goes ahead when it comes to shooting scenes that they shoot. And they shoot scenes with intention. They have an intention. They know how they want the show. They know how they want it to look like. Even cast members abo, they know ukuthi this person is funa abuke kanje this season, and this person bafuna abuke kanje this season. And so mabeba edita ngendlela yokuthi bamithe ama-objectives abo as ama-producers. So let's not be fooled. Singabazondi kakhulu even when they do things that we don't like and they say things that we don't like, but asibuke lezi zinto lezi bese siyasebenzisa ukuhlakanipha kwethu ukuthi singabajaji too much, because there's a lot of editing that goes into us getting that 30 minutes show. It's not even 30 minutes because kunama adverts in between. So yeah, let's just have that in mind masuke sibabuka. But namhlanje I'm just wanting to talk about uMaCele. Listen. uMaCele is giving me a hard time reviewing le season lena, because honestly isizini mayiqala, I think for a lot of us we were like, listen, we got uMaCele wrong all along. Besinaloko ukuthi yazi we got uMaCele wrong, because kule season le she really was giving us someone different. She was giving us kindness, she was giving us smiles and laughter, and ubesinika lokho ukuthi she is a supportive person. She was giving us ukuthi support her husband yakhe, and she wants peace, and she wants to get along with all of the wives. If kukuthi awukayibona ivideo yami, I did a video ngoMaCele saying, do we owe uMaCele an apology? And the conclusion yami from that video was that yes, we do owe uMaCele an apology, because I felt like we had judged prematurely based on the earlier seasons, and there were things that we needed to consider masibuki show to realize ukuthi uMaCele kahle kahle umuntu onjani. I felt like she wasn't as much of a villain as she had been presented to us in earlier seasons. But I feel like recently kunezinto that are going on. Angazi noma ama-producer sometimes kwayibona they get confused or as to who they want to present to us as a villain or not, or maybe but I believe ukuthi uthando nesithembu is short way earlier baqede ngayo. By the time besikhombisa ayifani nosencane lengane. Usencane lengane is like we are watching earlier episodes while they are still shooting later episodes. Uthando nesithembu I believe ukuthi it's short, iqedwe nya, and then mase beqedile then they give it to us. That is what I believe. That is my understanding of that show. So I don't believe ukuthi mhlawumbe bayaguide ama-views. I believe ukuthi isencane lengane baguide ama-views ama-viewers may complain ngento ethile, then they shift focus yabo a little bit bayibhekise ngapha. So but uthando nesithembu is like they can't do that because it's already short, it's wrapped, and sebezidlalela nje ama-episodes. So if beyifana no isencane lengane, I would say ukuthi maybe bazwile ukuthi ama-viewers afila kanjani about ama-cast members base beyashintsha ukuthi ne-villain is no longer going to be umayeni, now is going to be uMaCele. I don't know, but I don't believe that it's like that. So recently I feel like uMaCele seems to be picking fights with everybody. It's like she was getting along with everybody, guys. You remember a trip that they took amakhosikazi kaMtheleko. One of the things uMangwabo said ukuthi i-relationship yakhe noMaCele has developed so much athi uMaCele calls her out of the blue, ambhedele nje nabahleke efonini, and she says that's one person that she has gotten closer to. She seemed earlier on this season ubengazi ukuthi uyazama to get along with uMayeni, but even though uMayeni, I feel like for uMaCele it's one person that is very hard for her ukuthi bazwane naye, and bekungenankinga phakathi kwakhe noMalokhuzana noMakhumalo, because at some point during that trip kuma-interview she seems to be kwiside likaMakhumalo to say ukuthi no Mayeni, uMakhumalo uyahamba nengane yakho ke esikoleni, just acknowledge that she helps you, acknowledge ukuthi she helps you. She seemed to be kwiside likaMakhumalo, but then babuya kwi-trip, mabebuya kwi-trip angazi ukuthi kwenzekeni mina ngoMaCele, but all of a sudden I feel like with every wife unenkinga, with every single one of the wives unenkinga. Okay, asiqale ngolokhuzana ngoMayeni. uMayeni vele noMaCele, they do have a difficult relationship. Kodwa ke a small part of me iyasho ukuthi okay, it might be just because ilokhuzana ama-editors aba-edita a certain way for the show, because kunekhathi where off ilokhuzana of the show that you see them bendawonye with the kids, bengekho kwi-show, and they don't, obviously you don't hear conversation, you only see pictures mawubona online or kuma-social media. So even though ngizo-discussa manje what we see on the show, at the back of my mind there is that ukuthi it could be ukuthi indlela nje abapresente ngayo kwi-show, it's not really ukuthi they have a difficult relationship. Off camera maybe they do get along, but a lot of the times uMaCele uma ngabe uMayeni esho something, uMayeni lo muntu ukuthi uzokunika i-response yakhe injalo, cold, dry, injalo. If it hurts your feelings, it hurts your feelings. Kodwa one thing ngoMaCele ukuthi ngeke uzumuzwe elokhuza responda back to i-response kaMayeni esuki kade i-rude. What she will do is that kwi-interview yila izothi uMayeni uyangicika. Remember mabeya laphayana enkosini, she said ukuthi uMayeni nje uyangicika, kusho ukuthi bona bekufanele bakhulume bobabili benomseleko ngendaba yengane, ngoba kanti kahle bayavumelana ukuthi izinto fanele zihambe kanjani. Obviously if you say things like that about wife, umuntu if ezothi nje mina kwi-interview yazi ukuthi uyangicika ukuthi uyangicika, kusho ukuthi i-response yakhe mina iyangicika nje kahle. Leyo nto leyo is not conducive to building a relationship with that person, because njoba siyibuka nathi show nabo bayayibuka, and probably uMayeni useyibonile i-show. Do you think ukuthi i-relationship yakhe benoMaCele is going to go forward positively after uMaCele seshe izinto ekanjalo ngoMayeni? And sometimes I feel like uyigwala in a sense that akamface uMayeni mayesho into negative or angayithandi or emcikayo, like she would say uMaCele ngeke azathi yazi Mayeni uyangicika, at least so that they can deal with that issue immediately. Uzoyisho kwi-interview, but I feel like lezo zinto ezinjalo zenza ukuthi ama-relationships abo abe-challenging moving forward. That's why you feel like every season ama-relationships abo they get more and more difficult, because bafika bayenze season bayishuthe and then they think they are fine, and then besiyadlala ilokhuzana i-season bese bebona ama-interviews where they talk about each other. Mase kuqala isizini entsha umuntu usenaleyo tension yokuthi kade bona izinto, the shady things that the other wife did. So that is the thing that I feel like she picks fights, but with uMayeni akawaphiki lawo ma-fights directly ngoba ngathi uyamsaba uMayeni. Bese siza lana ke kuMakhumalo. kumakhumalo guys nginaleyo issue ukuthi first they were getting along, bengenama issues between the two of them, babuyile kwi-trip, they seemed like they were fine. Naku-ke phela esetshelwa umyeni wakhe ngendaba kamakhumalo too. So uma esuka laphayana, she made us think ukuthi intention yakhe ukuthi ayotshela umakhumalo ukuthi look makhumalo, let me give you a tip lana, something is going on with umyeni wethu, engazi ukuthi uzothatha unkosikazi omunye omakhumalo futhi. But when she gets there, kube ngazi ukuthi kunokubreaka okuthile about the fact that kuzothatha omunye umakhumalo, but she didn't really want to give her information. Yabo nje the thing ukuthi umakhumalo athi yazini la ngenziwa isilima, really I think ukuthi ngempela nami I would feel like that. So obviously if wenza kanjalo, because uyabona ukuthi okay, I'm trying to build a positive relationship with this person, and she's saying, you know what, if there's something going on, just tell me. As a woman, wouldn't you think it's better to let me just tell her so that she can know we are on the same page? Yabo, she can know what it's not like I'm with Umtombeni and not with her. I understand her feelings, and I want her to have this information up front, so that when she deals with the situation, she knows what's going on. And I felt like she did a disservice to a relationship yakhe noMakhumalo by not coming forward with that information. She might have had a conflict with umsele afterwards, but she could have been like, you know what, I thought it was good for our relationship for me to tell her woman to woman. And at the end of that meeting, really, a relationship here was not in a positive, basing asekho right, and I'm sad about it, because Makali season they really were doing well with Umakhumalo. So I feel like her decision to not just tell her the truth did a disservice to their relationship. Bese kuzoba imnawu ke manje with uMangwabe ke manje. Number one, with uMangwabe, Mabe laphayana enkosini, really honestly, I think uMangwabe was not taking anybody's side ule meeting. She just felt like abantu understand what is being asked, and she felt like let me just explain it in simple terms. Listen, ingane yakho ayizothathwa komunye unkosikazi. They are just saying ukuthi kuzothatha ingane yakhe izosiza kule ndlu, should this and this happen. And I think she explained it in the simplest terms ukuze wonke umuntu understand. But uMaCele uvele nje wathi yazi ke ulona uneyinkinga zakhe zomuzi wakhe, uneyinkinga nazo zomuzi wakhe ekufanele ngabe uyazilungisa. You know, yazi ukuthi leyo nto leyo, it's like mangabe unomngane othile omtshela izimfihlo zakho, bese kuthi one day nibe ne-conflict, bese esebenzisa leyo mfihlo leyo obumtshele yona ukuthi alwe nawe. That's how it felt like, because kusho ukuthi mhlambe umsele kunezinto ezithile akhuluma ngazo with uMaCele when it comes to uMangwabe, ukuthi uMangwabe ufisa alungise into ezithile emzini wakhe, and mayethi uneyinkinga eningi, iziphi lezo inkinga akhuluma ngazo. It was almost like usebenzisa lezo inkinga lezi privy to ukuthi athi kuMangwabe uneyinkinga eningi ngabona emzini wakho ukuthi unganakale. But naye inkinga yengane yakhe, because naye wakamseleko, and naye wayebiziwe lapha emhlanganweni. And I think ukuthi uMangwabe maseyibona that interview, when she says that to MaCele, honestly, she's not gonna feel good about it. She's not gonna feel happy about it ukuthi and kushiwo njalo ngayo, when she was just as because she's equal with everybody in that marriage, in a sense, because ubebiziwe naye meeting naye unkosikazi kaMseleko. Uma kuthiwa nikana ama-inputs, naye she gave her inputs. So why yena ezokhunjuzwa ngeyinkinga zomuzi wakhe as if abanye abanazi inkinga emzini yabo? I felt like she didn't do something good for their relationship ukuthi asho kanjalo uMaCele. Plus the last part is we just saw a preview of the next episode where uMaCele has a problem with ingane zakhe. Apparently ingane zikaMaCele ziye zahlangana noMangwabe, zabingelela uMangwabe, and uMangwabe wangavuma. Okay, you know, in talking about that issue, I really would like to know which of the children was that, because depending on the age of a child, if it's a younger child like kulaba abancane, then I would think ukuthi okay, no mntana nje ubephatheke kabi, her feelings were hurt ukuthi umamncane wakhe akavumanga imbingelela, or she didn't hear evuma or whatever, akavumanga imbingelela, and she just was hurt and she was sharing that with her mom. But if it's the older kids, then I feel like lento beyisho uMakhumalo ukuthi sometimes she said uMakhumalo ukuthi it makes her sad when she sees the children bethenga iphathi yomababo in their fights, because that statement made me feel like it means some of the children do buy iphathi uma ngabe lokhu abazali babo bengazwani. So if it's an older child, really I'm wondering why ingane ingaxabanisa kangako, because if ngibingelela umamncane wangavuma, I would think ukuthi okay mhlambe akangizwanga, let me say it again, you know. How mamncane, if ngithi sawubona mamncane angavumi, mhlambe I would say how mamncane ngiyakubingelela, you know, so that I'm sure ukuthi akavumi because she doesn't. If sengisho ngathi hayibo mamncane ngiyakubingelela and then she's like, you know, then I know for sure, oh okay akafuna ukuvuma mamncane, then I can tell my mom. But if I just said sawubona mhlawumbe wangavuma, then thinking ma akalokhuzanga akavumanga mamncane ngembingelela, that means ukuthi ingane zabo seqala nabo ukungena indaba zabo and seziyabaxabanisa. And uMaCele should be able to recognize that ukuthi no, listen, umbingelele okay kangaka, did you say it again, mhlawumbe akazwanga. And she's fast to go into, you know what, mina ke nje makuza ke nje ingane zami, makuza nje ingane zami. And mhlawumbe vele futhi i-explanation yakhona is very simple, because it looks like uma ngabe uyasho ukuthi kodwa ke MaCele kawucabange nawe sengabingelelwa yingane mina ngingavumi. Ngisho kuthiwa ke we don't get along with umawazi bese ngingabingelelwa yingane mina ngingavumi, which means ukuthi if she asked uMangwabe ukuthi kwenzekeni, mhlawumbe uMangwabe ulefisela ukuthi yazi angibazwanga bengibingelela ongivumile bangangizwa or something, kodwa I'm concerned about the fact that engazi ukuthi nazi ingane zabo seziyabaxabanisa. So I feel like if she was interested in building these relationships with lama khosikazi lawa, kunezinto ezithile engafanele ngabe uyazisho, especially lezazisho on the interviews, you know, because it's like awusho phambi kwakho but kusho interview, and uma kusho interview it means they will find out about it later. And even if kuthiwa relationship yenu bese nizamile ukuyilungisa, then it's going to be affected again. I do feel like kulama elements of uMaCele starting ama-fights with every single wives, kanti bese wakhile ama-relationships with these wives, or maybe it looked that way, it wasn't really that way, because a lot of you guys seem to think ukuthi hayi labantu vele abazwani vele nje. So yeah, I think she's doing a lot of disservice to ama-relationships that she has with her sister wives, but by lama comments awashoyo, and sometimes by overreactor loku anako, sometimes my communicator nabo. I'm interested to know what you guys think. First, what do you think uMaCele of uMaCele with about her relationships with her sister wives? And number two, what do you think about that situation with the children greeting uMangwabe? And uMangwabe said, do you think uMangwabe really didn't greet back? Do you think what do you think about ingane telling uMawazi about that situation? And do you think they are buying a party when it comes to lokhuzana i-conflict ekhona phakathi kwabo nabazali babo? Thank you so much ukuthi nibuke i-video yami. I'm looking forward ukuthi ngibone ama-comments enu on this issue. Don't forget to like the video and then share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.